However, my handler instructed me to lay low, which I did, but I kept communication between the handler and the co-handler.
Can I just clarify? Certainly, the official recorded cause of death for Lieutenant General Mkhwanazi is COVID, is it not?
That's correct.
And do you know why you were instructed to lay low?
I did not. I took it that because the General Mkhwanazi has passed on, the handler is probably thinking there should be other things that will come up at a later stage. But there was no way I could continue when the handler say you must lay low.
Paragraph 21, you talk about the period December 23 to January 2024. Had you been laying low from July 2021 through to December 2023?
Yes, but I said I kept contact with my handlers.
Can you then take the commission through to paragraph 21?
Yes, that was the time in 2023 up to 2024 that when South African government initiated an action against the government of Israel in the International Court of Justice. Now that's when we got information that the area in Richards Bay, which is controlled by this Israeli interest, there was a worry from those interests that South Africa may hold that particular business, the trade.
What area in Richards Bay, Mr. Mogotsi?
There is a mine in Richards Bay. But then the information as it came was that there was a suspicion then, a real suspicion, that Lieutenant General Mkhwanazi was recruited by the Central Intelligence Agency, the American one. And he actively worked for them.
In your statement, I will read exactly what you say when you introduce this subject of recruitment. You say, I obtained information from one of my sources that King Mrs. Zulu and Lieutenant General Mkhwanazi were recruited by and actively worked for and with the American Central Intelligence Agency, in brackets CIA. Relayed to us by you, this information is hearsay, and relayed to you by your source, it is hearsay. So it is hearsay upon hearsay or double hearsay. Do you agree?
I do not agree, commissioners. In this world, the intelligence world, when there is a suspicion, you may presume, you can say yes, it's a hearsay, how a general person will think. But a contact agent, an underground operative, will have to investigate, even if you can.
No, please continue.
Okay. The hearsay part, it becomes something of a general knowledge. One must investigate because it's a suspicion. Now, if a source says to you, King Mrs. Zulu and Lieutenant General Mkhwanazi were recruited by the CIA, you start paying attention to everything they do.
May I, please, it's a simple question.
Okay.
I don't even understand why you would dispute what I'm suggesting to you. In my language, which is isiXhosa, hearsay is undiva.
Okay.
I've asked my co-commissioners what it is in Setswana, and they tell me that it's mabaribari. Waitsiba ntwenu. Waitsiba mabaribari.
It's true.
You know that?
Yes, I know that.
So all I'm asking you
That's
is
correct.
whether you accept hore.
It is
Twena
yes.
ki mabaribari.
Yes, it was Mabaribari when it was first presented.
Yes, I'm
That's
not
correct.
asking about what you would
Oh,
then
thank you.
establish
Thank you, Commissioner.
afterwards.
Thank you, Commissioner.
Ke batla ho tseba hore ke mabaribari na. Fair. Ne?
Thank you.
Ke bona?
Ke yona.
Thank you.
Hey, you know, we buile monate ka boka gopole ditlepe-tlepe tsa ka, man.
Thanks. I don't want you to misunderstand me.
That's correct.
Hearsay evidence is admissible in this commission. The only issue would be its probative value. That is what weight we attach to it. So it's still admissible. Yeah.
Thank you.
But my next question then is, what detail, if any, did your source give you on how the source knew that General Mkhwanazi and King Mrs. Zulu had been recruited by the CIA?
Commissioner, may Commissioner rephrase the question? I don't.
What detail
Oh,
did your source give you on how they, that is your source, knew that General Mkhwanazi and King Mrs. Zulu had been recruited by the CIA? Did your source just say, do you know, General Mkhwanazi and King Mrs. Zulu were recruited by the CIA without more?
yeah, it is without more. You'll just say, you know, King Mrs. Zulu he's been staying somewhere in the US. You check, and then you see how General Mkhwanazi speaks. It always tells you he was trained by the American and what. That's where everything started, commissioners. And indeed, even in front of here and in our talk, he spoke about being trained by the American.
I'll tell you that I actually hold a degree from the United States of America. Does that make me a CIA operative? I'm scared I asked that question because you just might say yes.
No.
But can you please respond?
Yeah, no, I cannot say that, commissioners. Investigation as it comes, someone may say that, not to me, to another agent, to whoever, may say Commissioner Matlanga is a CIA. He may say that, not to me. Yes, that.
Thank you.
But just picking up on the chair's question, apart from the fact that General Mkhwanazi says that he received some training in the United States, did your source give you any information to support his allegation that General Mkhwanazi and King Msizulu are CIA agents?
Yeah. You see, when information came, commissioners, it further talks to the treatment which got the combination of General Mkhwanazi and King Misizulu, how they treated the brother to King Misizulu, Prince Makati. The investigation took us to that extent that we ended up having to meet them.
I'm sorry to interrupt you. Even though the question is not mine, I do not understand the question to be about what you established later.
Oh, okay.
It's about the stage at which you get the information.
No, there was nothing on top of that. Thank you. I understand.
I think maybe then go to paragraph 22, where I think you were heading anyway.
Yeah. Oh, this is where the source further indicated that in execution of his mandate from CIA, Lieutenant General Mkhwanazi on numerous occasions sent members of the political killing task team to intimidate, harass, attempt to murder members of the royal house associated to Prince Makati. Now, a number of cases were opened with SAPS in KwaZulu-Natal related to this conduct. And these cases were, however, not investigated or acted upon by SAPS due to intervention of Lieutenant General Mkhwanazi, being the Provincial Commissioner of KwaZulu-Natal. Thank you. Okay, during the period March-April 2024, one of my sources in South African Police Service informed me about the health tender that was awarded to Vusmusi Ket Matlala through a company owned by Matlala, namely Medicare 24. This company also had links to the then Minister Bekitele. The information discussed with my handler, Rizela, who indicated that I should wait to action this until the elections. He had a view that changes will be made in this regard on a political level.
What links did this company have with Minister Cele?
Commissioner?
What links did Medicare 24 have with Minister Cele? Yeah. And what do you base that statement on?
When the information comes, says this company is being awarded a 360 million tender. And the source says, I can tell you, Minister Bekitele is having interest in this particular tender. Now the question is, what interest? Now, earlier Commissioner was saying, my question is based on at the moment when you receive information. Now, I do not know if I should continue to explain what then happened, or I should stick to when I receive the information, Commissioner.
All I want is, do you have a basis for saying that there was this link? That's all.
Yes, there are bases. There are bases, Commissioner.
Do you care sharing those bases with us?
Correctly so, Commissioner. The tender was awarded during the tenure of Minister Bekitele. And I'm going to take this opportunity, Commissioner, to just to reference what former Minister Bekitele said in Parliament about this Vusi Musi Ket Matlala. Apart from, in the statement, I did mention how much Vusi Ket Matlala told me about his financial transactions with Minister Bekitele. Now, there is something, I believe the Commission will have access to that. The Commission should perhaps direct attention to the crime intelligence in their archives. There is something called Boko Haram. It was a presentation, intelligence presentation, which was presented to the former Minister Bekitele. I'm going to give a bit description about that presentation. Commissioners, it was 6 pages. The Boko Haram, it talks to a man who was known as Wick. This John Wick appears on the presentation of the intelligence presentation which was presented to Minister Begicele. It has a picture of John Wick, his ID number, it has his previous convictions, pending cases and everything, all the matters that were withdrawn against him. It was in 2018 October, Commissioner. Commissioner, John Wick is Vusemose Ketmatlala. Even the picture is showing that. Now, former Minister Begicele says now, he only met him in December 2024. Now, one will ask again, he even said he didn't know him, he invited him to his house, and it was a freebie, he had to take it. And I should also share, it's within those messages between me and Ket Matlala. The story that Minister Begicele was in Ket's house, it is true. We actually had to arrest Minister Cele at that time. He was affected by this POCA Act, the Proceeds of Crime Act. There was an arrangement. I believe when you get to those messages, one will be able to allude to the Commission exactly what happened. It was during the ANC Lekgotla, when General Cele was in that house. And the basis which I also refer to, I'm saying when we reach there, it's written in my statement, the monies which Ket Matlala alleges to have given to Begicele, they are there.
On the timing, when was Minister Cele in Mr. Matlala's house in relation to the award of the contract?
It was after the contract was awarded, Commissioner. The contract was awarded last year, and the information said, and it's not only former minister, it goes to General Masemola also. Not only General Cele. When the information came, they referred, of course, to General Begicele, that he has interest in that. And it is true that he would, from time to time, talk to Ket Matlala. But that time, because he was the minister, we could not do anything. Hence, the instruction was that let's wait for the elections. And indeed, the ANC parliamentary list, when it was published, Begicele was on the list around 200 and something to 300. We already knew he was not coming back to Parliament, and we waited for the new dispensation, and as a result, Minister Senzo Mkhunu was appointed the Minister of Police.
I just want to understand, and this is my last question on this. I want to understand your point.
Yes.
Around Mr. John Wick's in relation to the award of the contract. If you are making any connection at all in that regard, what's your point exactly?
The point is that it is clear that General Begicele, he knew Vusemose Ket Matlala beforehand, because this presentation was done in 2018. And when the source says General Begicele is having an interest in this tender, you'll ask him, but why are you saying that? What do you have? He'll say, no, with the information that is coming, go and check, but I know they are talking or they are meeting. He'll just give you a draft information as to this is what is happening.
If I understand you correctly, so you are basically saying at the stage of what you refer to as the Boko Haram presentation, Minister Cele knew of or about Mr. Matlala.
Definitely.
But at that stage, you are not suggesting that they had met.
Yes, they had not met. Let me say, because he was presented, and the picture of the presentation shows Vusemose Matlala's picture. Doesn't show, there's no other John Wick. John Wick is Vusemose Ket Matlala.
So he knew of or
He
about
knew
him.
of the man, yes.
Thank you, Mr. Shaskasi.
You speak with some detail about this presentation. You say it's 6 pages, October 2018. Have you seen it yourself?
Yes, that's correct, commissioners. There is what you call compartmentation, what you call is a sensitive compartmentation information, intelligence information, sensitive compartmentation, compartmented intelligence information. Now, you as